What's up, guys? This is Kephas. Welcome back to WoW leveling, everyone. We are in Tier Guard Sound, and my goal, my plan was to continue leveling up here in Tier Guard Sound, and it turns out there is a Legion invasion, or well, a BFA invasion happening, and since we're here, I mean, the XP isn't the greatest, but we may as well go ahead and do it, because it's not, I mean, it's still decent, it's just that it's, you know, I mean, I don't know if it's worth going out of your way to do, but if it's in the zone that you're already in, I imagine it might be okay to do. So let's go ahead and do it. I mean, we're already here. We might as well see how it goes. Get a little bit of a bonus XP. And yeah, so, I mean, the race is now on because the pre-patch, well, I mean, at the time of recording this video, like, it'll probably be old news for y'all watching. But let's see what we got here. What are we doing? All right, so we got this item here. But yeah, so it'll probably be a bit of an old news for everybody watching this. But, you know, as at the time of recording this, the pre-patch has been out for around a week or so. And I have already hopped in to do some things. Oh, okay, I see what we're doing now. Boom. Yeah, we gotta blow these guys up. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I've hopped in and I actually have done some things, a couple videos in the pre-patch. It's probably been a few weeks since those videos have been out for you guys, but anyways, it's pretty exciting. I mean, as we get closer and closer to Shadowlands releasing and the pre-patch itself. I mean, the pre-patch itself is exciting because there's plenty to do. I'll probably be doing or playing a lot more WoW just to make new characters and create, you know, level up some new characters and try out all the new stuff. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, really, it's going to be pretty cool. And you've got the class changes, which is going to be awesome as well. So I mean, there's plenty to be done in the pre-patch. I like pre-patches a lot because they bring in a decent amount of, you know, usually it's like changes that are that are related to the game itself, like permanent changes, like to non-expansion specific changes, because like usually each expansion brings a change to the overall game as a whole. So, you know, you'll get those kinds of changes. Like I remember when Wrath we got Inscription, and that was kind of exciting at the time because it was a new profession. So like, you know, little changes like that are cool. We got the world. Oh crap! Dang it, I missed. I'm not good at this. We got the world changes in Cataclysm. Like, that was a big deal. You know, just things like that I always think are cool. It's cool to get to experience some stuff. Get you hyped for the release of the actual expansion itself. Only downside is if you're a heavy mod user like I am, there's like the chaos of trying to get all your mods to work. And obviously, it's going to be a little weird for a while. That's partially why I kind of want to get this done. Well, I mean, you know, like I say that, like, I want to get this done and over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to get this finished before the change comes, because obviously once the change comes, it's going to change up everything. And I kind of want to get like one last leveling experience before the squish, and also before all my mods break and I have to like spend some time not making content for a while, just so that I can get all my mods working, because it's going to take a while. And if you've watched any of the pre-patch stuff that I do where I really don't have any mods, I have a hard time. I have a very hard time without mods. Mods are a huge part of me being able to play the game. So I can still manage. You know, I can still get through it. But it definitely helps. It definitely helps my vision. Helps my eyes not strain. Helps me from having like eye strain headaches, which is something I can get very easily. So, you know, stuff like that. You know, just my posture gets really bad if if I'm straining a lot. Like I start getting headaches and like neck aches and all kinds of horrible aches. You know, because I'm getting older, and you know, it's it's the life of the visually impaired. You know, it's what it is. But let's see what we got. Am I in combat still? What's trying to kill me? This would probably be a lot more efficient and a lot better if I was like somewhat faster at this. But it's okay, as long as I don't get killed by any hordelings. Cool thing is we're in Borealis, so I feel like I'm mostly safe. We're in, you know, my territory here, so there's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's click on this, and there's that. Well, we got to get a couple more of these little bombling things. Ba-bombs. These are like the ba-bombs of WoW, actually, which is kind of funny. Oh, he disappeared. What the heck happened there? That was weird. So I need to find, looks like I just need to find 3 more of those things, which, you know, means they're going to be gone. Hard to find. There's one. So let's go ahead and maybe he won't disappear on me and glitch out weirdly. There we go. I like that I have a bee now. Like the bee was worth the trip. Like if I level up a hunter, I'll probably always level up a hunter in BFA because I'll be able to tame a bee, and that's worth everything. I mean, that's what makes playing a hunter even cooler than it already is, and playing a hunter is freaking awesome. So, speaking of which, you know, not too like once I get like we'll get this series done, and then it'll be a little weird for a little bit. I'll probably like double up on classic episodes and wait for, you know, my mods to get fixed. But as soon as we can, and it may be right away, just depends on how many of my mods are working. I'd like to go right into doing another whoa. Weird. Okay. I guess we can do it. That was weird. Hey, I'm getting attacked by something. Yeah. Okay. We're also level 115, which that was some pretty decent XP, I guess. But I'm gonna try to go right into another leveling series because like I love doing these. Like so Mondays being the leveling series, you know, where we talk about God knows what and play level up a character in WoW, and getting to do like a new, you know, a new leveling experience also sounds kind of fun. So you know, I'm kind of down for that. But you know, we'll probably we'll level through Exile's Reach just because that'll be a new experience. Even though I've already by this point I've already done it. I think it'll be fun to kind of do it again and kind of get you know, like, you know, my thoughts on that and that kind of stuff. Like, which I actually have some. I have some thoughts on Exile's Reach, which I'd like to talk about maybe in a future episode here. But right now we're going to focus up on this Legion invasion. But I can say, I keep calling them, can we just call them Legion invasions? I mean, for God's sakes, that's basically what it is. It's a Legion invasion, BFA invasion, faction invasion, whatever the heck. It's a Legion invasion. Whatever. It's an invasion. We'll just call it that. But like as we get closer to WoW Shadowlands, right? Like, you know, I know that like I am a WoW fan. Like that may be like something that people don't maybe forget sometimes because I'm not afraid to criticize the game, and you know, maybe my zeal for it isn't what it was, you know, 10 years ago. No, but I still love WoW. I mean, I really do. Like WoW is still a fun game to play. Even if it's not in the same way that I used to play it, even if I'm not as into the raiding scene as I used to be, I still, like, at the very least, I enjoy leveling up characters. I enjoy making gold, you know, just those kinds of things. I've always, like, that's kind of where I've gravitated towards now these days. Maybe it's just because of where I am in my life. I mean, it could be a number of different things. But, like, I love, no matter what, like, I do love the game. Now, having said that, though, I think that, you know, it's one of those things because like the last few episodes I've criticized the game. I'm not afraid to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not afraid to say, hey, I like this, I don't like this. I'm seeing this trend, you know, or you know, whatever. Like I think I saw a post the other day. It's like, you know, I wonder if all these people that hate Blizzard or whatever, don't like the company, don't like Activision, wonder why they still play the game. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, like for one, like you can. I mean, I think it's weird that people think of people in very, very like I don't know, binary is the word, but like very non-intricate terms. Like people are very intricate. You know, like people are complicated. The way people view things, you know, sometimes can be very complicated. Just in terms of like, you know, say with WoW, you can love the game and not like the people that make it, right? Like, and I don't mean like the individuals who create it, but I mean the company that makes the game. Like, you can like say, I love WoW, but I don't like the way Blizzard handles all these situations. I don't like the way they deal with, you know, with China. I don't like the way they do this and that, or how they treat their employees. Like, you can be that. That's not hard to see that, right? You can also like say, I love the game. I love this aspect of the game. I play the game because of this. Like, you could be one of those people that's like, you know, I don't like raiding, but I love the PvP, right? But I think the raiding scene is bland. Or you could be someone who's like, I like leveling up characters, and I play the game for that, and I just level up characters all the time and just do whatever and just gear up to a certain point, but I don't like this. Or whatever. You could say that, you know, I like a lot of the game still, but it's not as fun to me as it used to be. I mean, there's a lot of, there are a lot of ways to, to react to the game, I guess. I'm curious if we'll be able to do these because of, people not being here. But, so like there are a lot of ways to kind of feel about the game. And I think that it's very strange because like I know sometimes like, you'll have two camps with the game. And this is part of the issue. And this is why like it's very frustrating I think it's frustrating for people who are on either side of here, but like people are either overly critical of the game, like just everything is bad, everything is garbage to some people. But then you'll also have people that like will never criticize the game, and if you criticize the game, they get mad at you, they call you a hater. And I think that's the problem. And it's very strange because like for me, like I mean I like the game. Like I'm going to tell you things about the game that I like when I like them, but I'm also not afraid to criticize it and say that I don't like this aspect. And the reason why I criticize it is because like I think the game could be better. I want the game to be better. I think it's important for people that maybe haven't been around for too long, or maybe just forget. Like there was a time when WoW was like it was one of the biggest. Like it was a big deal. Like it was a genre-defining game. Like it was a very important video game, not just like important to individuals for different reasons, but as a game as a whole. Like I think that the game should be held to a very high standard. I always have, because not saying the game has been perfect or whatever, or always perfectly designed, but the game has always, it was at one time the best in its genre. Some people might still think that it is, and that's to each his own. But there was a time where it definitively was the best in its genre, and nothing else came close to it. I think that for me, I criticize it because I love the game and because I hold it to a high standard. And if it's not at that standard that I feel like it was at or could be at, then I'm going to criticize it. Now that's me giving my opinion, and people might disagree. I might be the only one that feels the way I do or whatever, but that's where it is. And I think that's okay to do, even though like some people maybe don't like that. But that's the thing about like that's why I like these videos. I like to talk about things, mostly related to the game or related to the genre or related to video games in some form. But because I like to generate that discussion, where do people, how do other people feel about this? How do people see it? That kind of thing. And like honestly, if you're the type of person that like if you're too far one way or the other in terms of like you think like if you will label me a hater for criticizing the game, even if you're criticizing it often, then you're not really the type of person that I want to have a discussion with anyways. And that's kind of what spurs me on to talk about it, because I think it's anytime something becomes protected, like you can't criticize this, that's when it needs to be criticized more. And I think that there are like I to be completely candid, I'm always very candid, but I don't like dang it, the thing is dead here, but we'll go check the other one and come back. I don't even really visit the WoW subreddit anymore because just because of how strongly protective they are of the game nowadays. It's like there was a time where it was the other way. It was like very, very critical, and now it feels like a lot of the critical people maybe aren't there. Or every now and then you'll get a wave of critical reception for the game about something if the community is divided or united on certain specific issue. But generally, like if you are going to say I don't like this or that about the game, you kind of get downvoted and shut down. And that I never was a big fan of that. It's like, look, you got to be able to criticize. If you don't agree, that's fine, but you don't have to call somebody a hater, insult somebody or whatever, attack them personally because they don't like the game, or they do like the game but they don't like an aspect that maybe you like or you don't feel deserves criticism or whatever, because no one can criticize your game. Like that's, I'm not a fan of that. So going into Shadowlands, I'm going to, I'm probably going to look at it with more of a critical eye than I have in the past, and that maybe has to do with where my mind is at with the game nowadays. and just knowing Blizzard's tendencies, you know, knowing how these things tend to go, and you know, stuff like that. So it just depends, you know. But at the same time, like I know this, and this is something that I can say. I'm pretty confident, at least, that I will have a lot of fun, you know, with Shadowlands, and you know, and I'm excited to do that because like I'm confident enough in Blizzard that, you know, they do a lot of polish, they do a very good initial experience, you know, and I'm pretty confident that that will be the case with Shadowlands as well. And you know, I'm also very hopeful that that as time goes on, you know, and we get into the end game, that there will be a lot of fun things to do that will keep me interested, and you know, maybe even, you know, leveling up new characters, creating all these like I'm even thinking about restarting a lot of my old characters because like there's like if leveling's fun enough now, or if it's quick enough, then I may never want to pay for a race change again. You know, so that, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that saves money, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't have to spend WoW tokens on that. So, I mean, I can only hope, right? But I like leveling up characters, you know, so that'll be a lot of fun. Which I was talking about that a minute ago. Like, we'll do a new leveling series. Let me know like what class you'd like to see me level up, because I will definitely like to do a new one. I think we'll go Horde. We tend to alternate. We did the first series was a Horde character. We did a Horde Pandaren, and then we had the Lost episodes where we kind of switched back and forth. We did this is technically season 2 of leveling. We did Alliance character, so the next time we'll probably do a Horde character again, and we'll do a different class. So I've done Hunter and I've done a Warrior. So what will the next class be? I'd love to know what class you guys would like to see me level up. We are doing a Warlock in Classic, so I doubt it's going to be a Warlock. But maybe something like, I don't know. Oh, cool, we did get that. Cool. Maybe like a Druid or maybe a Paladin. I mean, I don't know. Something. Either I'll pick or I'll maybe make a straw poll and you guys can vote. I think that I like doing those straw polls. So maybe I will start a straw poll and I will omit certain classes. Obviously, Death Knights. You know, I don't know. I don't know how, like, if Death Knights start at low. I don't know where Death Knights start. I'll have to go make a Death Knight and see where they start. But it won't be an allied race because they skip the starting zone, so we can't do that. I think they start at like either level 8 or level 10. I think they actually start, like when I created one on the PTR, it was immediately a level 10 character. So I don't know if they get their own little experience or what, but I think that, I mean, that's kind of cool though. What's funny is like going through the character creation, which I actually have some thoughts on that too. We'll talk about it once we get through this and just whatever. But in the character creation, I actually kind of feel like allied races aren't as interesting because of how much they have improved the customization options for the original races, the non-allied races. There's so much that you can do now with them, and they've added a few of those things to the allied races. But it's almost now like they probably could have just never done allied races for some of these and just made them like orcs could have had all these options all along, which I think, you know, I kind of like some of the racial abilities of some of the allied races. Like I like the Dark Iron Dwarfs racial ability, and I like the Magheart Orcs racial ability. I think that's kind of cool too. But you know, it's not all that different from a regular, you know, Orcs ability. I mean, it's a little bit different, but not too different. Is that all I had to do up here? Let's see. Sabotage the Horde airship. Isn't that where I am right now? Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna keep going, I guess. Anyway, but like you almost like it almost feels like they could have just added like Magheart orcs to regular orcs. They could have just been orcs. In hindsight, but it's fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's like, okay, so you got 2 different types of orcs. You got 2 different types of dwarves. You got a few different types of elves. You know, it's all good. I like a lot of the changes they did to undead. Like, you know, like there's a lot of cool options now. I mean, it's just gonna be fun. Like, I like character creation, so like, you know, character creation will be a lot of fun. You know, so like, I mean, it's surely gonna be really awesome to do. So, let's see what we got. We got to do this, and yeah, just clicking all that stuff, basically filling up a bar. We already killed the bad guy. This is surprisingly pretty easy, and honestly, maybe it was just, I don't know. This time, I feel like I've gotten some pretty decent experience because, like, we leveled up at the beginning of this, and we're already 70. 70%. I mean, the XP's okay. You gotta remember though that we have the Winds of Wisdom buff, so we're getting double experience, and also comparing it to the Legion invasions, like it's a completely different. Like, I mean, Legion invasions, I think I got like 4 levels, so it's not as good. It's still good. I mean, we're getting pretty fast, but it's not as fast, you know. But we're also going to get a little bit of a, if we finish this, which we will, because this one's a lot easier. This one's much easier than the last one, for sure. But we'll probably get some bonus XP for finishing the quest. So, and I think we're gonna get it in time because we have, let's see, we got 18 minutes left, so we better hurry. I actually thought, well, actually we still might do that. I think there's like after this we gotta fight a final boss or something, or maybe that's when you're hitting max level. I'm not really sure, but either way, we'll get through it. Click on all these things. This is the best room in this whole thing. I remember this. Like, you get the vaults, you get all these, like, there's these vaults in here. I never use the bombs for some reason. I just kill things. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy, but but yeah, let's see. We're just gonna keep going, and we have rested XP, which we are eating up like crazy, but it's all good. These things don't really give a lot of XP. It's kind of funny, these enemies. But let's see. Click on that. Thought there was more to click on in here, but hey, there's lots of bad guys down here, so 31, yeah, 31% to go. There's a bad guy up there. Just grab all these guys. Easy, calm down, lady. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, and again, I'm not using, I know a lot of people, I don't know, I've heard it suggested a lot that you should use, you should be using your Azurite gear. It's technically better than using the XP boost, but I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe with the other XP boost, like it's a lot more XP or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not how it works, but that's why I'm sticking with the heirloom gear. It's fine. Man, that's something else. Like no more heirloom, like no more of a need to use heirloom gear. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about that. I'm actually a big fan. I think that's cool. I think that'll make leveling a lot more fun. Are we ready to report to... Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, I think we're done. We can go turn this in. Turn this in here. Time for war. Yeah, so that's the Alliance war campaign. No, that's the war campaign. Where's the assault? Okay, it's all over here. Okay, cool. Oh, I think we're done. We'll turn in one first and then turn in the other one. Sorry if I'm like eating my microphone. It's right in front of me. So, yeah, we'll turn this one in first and then turn the other one in. And then we're going to start Tierguard Sound. That's the plan. Okay. Tierguard Sound will probably be an easy way to finish up here. I like Stormsong Valley, but I just wanted to change up the scenery a little bit. It's been a lot. I mean, if you watch the classic series, I think we spent like 2 months in Duskwood, which is kind of funny. But yeah, look at that, man. I only got 8% of a level there. It's all right, I guess. But okay, let's go ahead and click on this, and we want to go to Tierguard Sound. Yeah, Tierguard Sound's a good, quick zone. It's actually one of the more recommended ones. I know a lot of people like the scary one. I keep wanting to call it Duskwood. Drustvar. Drustvar is pretty awesome, but it's also not the fastest, and it's a little creepy. But there's nothing wrong with creepy. But you know, it's fine. Let's see. Speak with. Okay, we'll take that quest. Yeah. So now we have an extra bit of experience for now. We have. Let's see. 10%. Cool. So we've finished another invasion. We've got 10% of a level, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. So we will continue up leveling here in Tierguard Sound, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.